Okay, so right now there are two entities they are in news. There is a third entity that is also in news for very bad term that we will talk. That is Palestine Gaza Strip. People are dying of hunger. People are dying of hunger. It's not because there is a dearth or a scarcity of food, and no one is giving them food. Floods. There is a flood of support that is going to the Gaza Strip, and tons of people they are offering them food. What food? Everything they are offering from worldwide. But Israel is bombing on them and people are dying. This is the situation that has never been seen in the past. And this is happening because of the duo, United States and Israel. They want people to leave from there. Gaza Strip Palestinian people should leave from there. They go anywhere, but leave this region. This is what these countries want, Israel and United States. In that they are. I'm not saying they are killing them with starvation, but they are generating a temporary starvation so that it will come to a threshold that people will leave because they want Gaza Strip now. Now, in that fashion, anyway, America is in news again. What two countries are famous nowadays is America and China because of their power in the manufacturing unit. We will talk politics of America, how American politics is constituted. America became independent from Britain in 1776. What became independent? Americans they declared independence from Britain in 1776. There were 13 different regions along the eastern side of America. Very small, thin region along eastern side of America where Britishers had controlled 13 different regions like Massachusetts and Virginia, and then kind of uh, New York, Massachusetts, Virginia, and like that, Connecticut, and like that. So there were 13 New Jersey. So 13 states were there. And in 1776 time frame, they were completely fed up with the Britishers, and they kind of they made a kind of announcement that they are independent from British. Means if they want, they can fight with us. And they united all the 13 regions. They called 13 states, and they united together, and they made a new country, formed a new country called United States of America. United States of America, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, they are also one of them. Connecticut, and then North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, up to Virginia, I believe. These were the states out there. 1776, 1789, there was, I believe, Constitution was ready of America, and then they made a parliament in the term of Britain and India. India is shadow copy of Britain parliament one. So Britain parliament or Indian parliament, there is a parliament in America also, where the legislature means people who will make the rule and regulation. They are responsible for the country, more or less like king of the states, something like that, representative of the people. They will sit in the building, and that was called Congress. And Congress had two chambers. By 1789, when Constitution was ready, at that time representative of the different states, 13 states. I don't know. They became bigger than that by that time, because after that they started becoming rich in a fashion that they had fixed rule and regulation, and their main focus was to work, just work. In that fashion, they started becoming richer day by day, and they started acquiring other part of the America. And then United States of America that started with 13 states, it became 50 states. I believe 1967 or something like that. They purchased the last state, that is Alaska, from the Russian, and they became 50 states. Earlier they had 49 states. Now they are 50 states of America. Now America Congress, the building Congress that is in I believe Washington DC, that is in Pennsylvania. So there all the representative of all around the America, and they go and sit there in Congress. So Congress has two chambers. Consider two rooms, big rooms. One room is called House of Representatives, and in one room, every person sits in that room. He is a member of House of Representatives. So that room is called House of Representatives. There is another chamber, and that is called the Senate. The Senate. Like in India, there are two rooms in Parliament. One is called Lok Sabha, and one is called Rajya Sabha. One is called upper chamber, and one is called lower chamber. In England, there is again two chambers, upper chamber and lower chamber. I believe upper chamber is called House of, I'm confused, but two are House of Lords and House of Commons. That is upper chamber and lower chamber. Here upper chamber is Rajya Sabha and lower. This is the fundamental architecture of democracy that started from America and spread through around the world. Two chambers. One is, so in America, the top chamber is called the Senate, and lower chamber is called the House of Representatives. We are talking about architecture of American democracy, because this American democracy was a new word in the world at that time. Otherwise, every country had a king, royal kings. So Royal England, in the royal family of England, royal family of France, royal family of Italy, royal family of Spain, royal family of Russia, royal family, I won't say India. There were many royal family here also. Anyway, so first time it came that there won't be any king. The person who consider himself as king, he must be elected through the people of the America. And then he will go, either he will sit in House of Representatives or he will sit in the Senate building, Senate chamber. Okay, so what is this architecture that America brought first time to the world? That people who are the king now, they will not become king with the sword. Earlier kings were made with the sword. Okay, first let's settle down with the sword. Who will be king and who will sit on the throne? Rather than fighting with the sword, you have to get elected from the people. The sword era, they started to diminish, and it is more or less diminished only now. So that is called democratic system of United States. So there are two way of election happened. Anyway, when it started in 1789, the constitution was made. Then in constitution, two articles were written. Article number 1 and article number 2. I think so. So article number 1, the rule for House of Representative is written. And article number 2, rule for the Senate is written. Who will come and sit in the room of the House of Representative, and who will come and sit in the room of the Senate. Okay, now the America has n number of states. Consider one state. One state, consider it is Nevada. Nevada is a state in United States. Nevada. So Nevada being a state, it will have local rule and regulation. People will elect their representative in the state, and they will call legislatures. They will call legislature. And legislatures, they will sit in the building inside their state, and they will make rule and regulation of the state. So now there are two things in any state. Like if I say call Nevada, then there are two things there. One is you divide Nevada into so many parts. I believe in county or whatever it is, so many parts, and for each part, each geographical part, there are set of people who are living there. They will elect one legislature. So there will be n number of legislature in Nevada, and they will go and sit in the Nevada building inside the Nevada, which is the capital, whatever the capital is Nevada, and they will make rule and regulation of the Nevada. So now Nevada has two kind of people. One is people who voted, and another is set of legislature. Now let's talk about the House of Representative and the Senate. That building called Congress, and it is located in Washington D.C. That is comes in the Pennsylvania. That is in the top 13, the most primitive 13 states of America. Okay, now House of Representative is elected. Now every state of America, they divide the state into many districts. Like in the India, every state is divided into many Lok Sabha seats, also called MP seat, member of parliamentary seats. So many Lok Sabha seat. Like if I say Bihar, then Bihar is divided into 40 Lok Sabha seats. One. These are called districts in America, where district concept is different in India. So there can be that one district have many member of parliament seat, or one member of parliament seat may have many districts. I mean, they are not related to each other. Luckily, if something happen like that, so member of parliament seat is carved out in a region. Every state has set of member of parliament seat. Looking at the population, same thing in United. I would say this is same thing because United States came first in democracy. So every state they divide into districts, and each district will have election now. District is divided as per the population. If population density is very high in some region, there will be more district than a region which has a sparse area. So a sparse area district will be size, geographical size will be very big. District size is the population size. Okay. So if there are n number of districts in a particular state, n number of districts in particular state, then in each district people they will elect one person, and that person is called House of that person will go and sit in House of Representative. So this is here one person is elected in India in that fashion. He is called Member of Parliament, and he will go and sit in the lower chamber of Parliament, and that is in New Delhi. Here, here in every district of a state, one person will be elected, and he is called Member of Representative, and he will go and sit in the Congress, Washington DC. But his tenure is only for 2 years. That's it. Their tenure is for 5 years. Their tenure is only for 2 years, and that person is called member of representative. How member of House of Representative. Member of House of Representative. This is called lower chamber, and they are elected every 2 years. Okay, they are powerful body because they have now right to amend the constitution. They have many rights. If anyone is bringing any kind of legislature, I don't know, means any law and rule to be modified or to be brought in Congress, then it has to be passed by House of Representatives. So those people are very powerful people. This is called lower chamber of the Congress, which will come full roll. They are in 435 in count, 435, and they will be replaced every 2 years. Means every 2 year election will happen. America is a rich country. Every 2 years they can afford election in every district of every state. Person has to be 25-year old, and he must be American citizen for 7 years and must be staying in the state all the while or for some duration. Anyway, there is another room in the Congress building called the Senate, and person who is sitting there is called senator. Very respected person, the senator. Now, to elect the senator till 1913, since 1718 and when constitution met, and people first time they met in the Congress, since then there were 16 amendments happened in the constitution. 17th amendment happened in 1930. Till 1913, the Senate they divided all the states in the America into two parts, Nevada into two parts, and then I'm sorry, the House of Representatives I was talking that comes from the election. There are many territories of America. They are islands around the earth. From there, they represent unelected, and Washington D.C., District of Columbia, that is the capital. There also person come as unelected. Otherwise, everywhere election happens. Anyway, every state in America, they there. I'm not saying they're divided into two. Every state in America, two-person will be elected as senator. Either state is very small, like Maryland or Rhodes Island. These were also part of the 13th colony of Britain. Maryland and Rhodes Island. Okay, so these these states are very small. Looks like Maryland, Rhodes Island. One island is there somewhere in between. That is a state. But every state has two representatives for the Senate room. That is the upper chamber. This election happens every 6 years. Means every 2 years when House of Representatives it got dissolved, still the Senate exists there. And Senate member, if anyone is elected as Senate, he becomes senator, and he sits there for 6 years. But every 2 years, the senator will means if this is the Senate size that is 100 now, 50 states are there, means 100 senators are there. In 100 senators, one third will retire after 2 years. Every one third means every 2 years there will be election for the senator also, that is one third of the amount, that is 33, 33, and 34. So the senator election also happens with the House of Representative only, but House of Representative they will be elected every 2 years, full America, where the senator will be elected only one third of the seat. Two-third will sit there, and whoever will be elected, he will sit there for 6 years. Same thing as the Rajya Sabha upper chamber in India. Person who get elected, he sits there for 6 years, and then the person sits there, and every 2 years, one third of the Rajya Sabha gets vacated. Same thing. I mean, same as America, that is in India, because America is the root of democracy. Okay, who gets elected for the senator till 1930, 17th amendment of the constitution? The state legislature, MLA in India, the state legislature in America, every state has their local legislature that we started with the beginning. We started discussion with the state legislature. They formed the local government, state government in the state. They were electing the two senators. Okay, they were going to sit in the Senate till 1930. When it was then 17th amendment they wait, and in 1914 when election happened, people they only elected the senator, not the local legislature. The state legislature, MLA, member of legislative assembly in India or Bihar, if I say, there it is called state legislature. State legislature, they were electing senator. Still in India, state legislature they only elect for the upper chamber Rajya Sabha, not the people directly. MLA they only elect for the state legislature, for the Rajya Sabha. But that was the rule in America till 1913, where state legislature were electing the senator upper chamber. But now people are only directly, because every 2 years election is happening. So person is going and he is casting vote to the member of representative, and he is casting for the vote to the senator. But senator will be only one third. So only one third of the state people they will elect for the senator in addition to the House of Representatives. Two-third of the state they will elect every 2 years. They will elect only House of the Representatives, not the senator. Anyway, once two senator every state he is getting, so he will cast vote against all the candidates of the senator. Top two will get elected as the senator, and he will go and he'll sit in the senator. Senator has exclusive power. That is, this is the two election. Third is the president's election. That does not happen in India. Means India is behind America as far as democratic system is concerned. The election of member of parliament is same as America. Here 5 years, here 2 years. That is for lower chamber. Higher chamber member of Rajya Sabha, that is for 6 years. That is elected by legislature in India, where it is directly elected by people from the America since 1930. So there India is liking. There is no amendment there. And then President of America, that is third election. He gets elected directly from the people. Means people are main. That's why it's a democratic country. People, it is people centric. That is America, where India is not people centric. The parliament, the prime minister is chosen by the MPs, not by the people directly. And then upper chamber, Rajya Sabha, their representative chosen by legislature, not by the people. So people need to vote only once. That is for the MP, as far as central is concerned. Here, people vote thrice. Member of House of Representative three times. Member House of Representative, the Senate, and President. Anyway, senator they have exclusive power. They can disallow a candidate for the president post. If they do not like any, if they feel that he is not qualified, he can they can reject the candidature of the presidential post. They can do impeachment of the president, means they can kick out the president if senator wants. Means that is the exclusive power to say. I have something in the written, so I'll read it through. So this is the democratic structure of United States democracy. United States democracy is the real democracy. America is a powerful country. America is a powerful country is not because of the wealth. America is powerful country not because of its arms. America is powerful country because of its not because of its machines. America is powerful country because of its powerful people. Everything, people, people, people. People, they elect everything. People are their God. Okay, anyway, we have the Senate, that is the upper chamber, and House of Representatives, that is lower chamber. Article 1 of the Constitution, it talks about the House of Representatives. That is section 2 of Article 1. And section and the section, I believe, this is the and section 3 of not Article 2. Initially I said Article 2. So pardon me. So there are in Article 1 only, section 2 talks about the House of Representatives, and section 3 in Article 1 itself talks about the Senate. So Article 1, the first article of the American Constitution, it talks about the House of Representatives and Senate both. What is House of Representatives as per the Constitution of America? Okay, this article says the US House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state who will choose the House of Representatives, and the electors in each state shall have the qualification. Okay, only qualified people will elect, shall have the qualification requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. Okay, so this is the rule for the electing the House of Representatives elected by the people. Okay, he must be 25-year-old, 7-year citizen of America and resident of that state. That is required. What is the senator? That is section 3 of Article 1 only. That was section 2 of Article 1. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, elected by the people thereof for 6 years. Okay, and each senator shall have one vote in the senator if he need to go for impeachment, or he need to go for elect or diselect any presidential candidate, or to make any bill passed or any bill cancelled. For that, every senator will have one vote. Anyway, in 2000 till 2019-30, till 2019-30, then okay, so see, the senators were elected by the local legislatures, state legislatures there. Since 1941, that was the first direct election of senator by the people. In case by the people started. In case if there is a vacancy or resignation happened by the senator, then governor of the state, he has full power to appoint any senator on his own for the rest of the term. What the person has resigned as senator. Prior to 1913, prior to 1913, I believe it was elected by the state legislature. Anyway, they were elected by state legislature, and the re-election of temporary election or whatever it is, they had to decide by the state legislature if any senator pushed off. Any senator, he goes off. Anyway, after 1914, governor decides. Governor may decide for the next election date also, that when the senator will be elected. If any senator, he leaves. So 17th ratification of the Constitution of America happened in 1913 time frame. A senator must be 30-year-old. 30-year-old means he is more responsible than House of Representatives. 6 years he has to sit there. 30 years old, 9 years of citizenship as America and resident of that state from where he is elected. For 35 members in House of Representatives and 100 members in the Senator. Anyway, President of America, I have not noted down, but this is as far as okay, that is the concern. In 1789, the first time they met in the Congress, at that time House of Representatives have 39 members. Now 1911 they made a rule or amendment in Constitution. Now since then it is 435 members are there in the House of representative. As far as I know, I'll read it out for the president also. President cannot be citizen of America only. He should be born a citizen of America. Anyone who is acquiring citizenship of America, he cannot become president of United States. He has to be born American. This is what I think so. But anyway, America, the way we are seeing the rule and regulation, America is indeed now also the most powerful democratic country in the world. Everyone should feel pride on this.